Yes, the question was in English, for cases there are some names like nominative, vocative, ablative, etc., instrumental. So in Sanskritam, when you look at the case table, here, so we see these vibhaktis, which we call case or declensions. So they are listed as Prathama, Ditiya, just the numbers. Prathama is one, first. Prathama means first. Sambodhanam is addressing, calling. And Ditiya, second, Tritiya, third, Chaturthi, fourth, Panchami, fifth, Shashti, sixth, Saptami, seventh. So these are the cases. Here, there is no specific names for the cases itself, other than calling these first, second, third, etc. here. So, the why? Because these first, second, third, these just refer to the ending affix, or you can call suffix or affix. Where we say here in Prathama, if you look at only the first column here, ekavachanam, which is the singular, and same thing applies to dvivachana, bhuvachana, but let's talk only about ekavachanam. So Prathama means first case. Now this visarga is there, so that is just a pratyaya or affix in grammar, which is added to the base word. The base word which is shown here is Rama. Right? So Rama, in this case, we see this visarga here. Right? So that this visarga is the affix which gets attached to the Rama base shabda. And similarly, in Sambodhanam there is nothing but invisible. It's invisible. And Ditiya, second case, Ramam. So there we are adding that ma, okay, as an affix. So each case has an affix. Ramayana, there is na is an affix, and aya, so there is aya, Ram aya is an affix there. So each case here just an affix. So these cases, names of this Prathama, Ditiya, Tritiya, these refer to just the affix. These are defined in grammar, Sanskrit grammar. Which affix should be, what is the affix for first case singular, second case singular, and similarly for dvivachanam and plural bahuvachanam also. So that's it. So these do not have specific or a role, which is like what is nominative in ablative. What is ablative in English? What does that mean? Or instrumental, for example. What does that instrumental mean in Sanskrit, in English? Ablative case means what? Why is it called instrumental?
Usually it's like with whom, with a question with, and it's like taking instrumental. The question is coming with.
Yeah, with. So example, if you take an example with a sentence, can you form a sentence with the same word which has the instrumental case? Is there a sentence?
Devana.
Huh? I play with something, right? I play with
a ball.
Ball. Okay. I play with the ball. So here with ball, is this an instrumental case? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ball is an
so
instrument.
Ball is instrument. So we are calling this an instrumental case because ball is instrument, because ball is used, right, to do this action, to perform this action. The action is indicated by play, and we are using this uh, material or thing to perform this action. Right? So that is why we call this instrumental case. In Sanskritam, there is some analogous or similar concept is also there. But in Sanskritam, that is called karakam, and not vibhakti is different and karakam is different. This karakam defines the role, actual role played by a word in the sentence with respect to the action. In sentence means mostly with respect to the action, except the one of them. We will talk about that later. But the case we are talking in English uh, defines the role played by a certain word with respect to the action. So it is performed with the action. And if we say, I play with the ball in the field. So in the field, there in the field, what is it? Is it ablative? I'm not very familiar with English.
Locative field. Where?
Locative. Yeah, okay. So locative. So there in the field means locative. So the locative means the action is happening in that location, right? So that's why you are calling it locative. So in the field, so it is a locative case. So here in Sanskritam, these cases we call these. Huh?
Is it Saptami, sir?
Yeah, Saptami, but Saptami we don't call it locative. Locative refers to the karakam. So first we have to understand here, karakam defines the role played by a word with respect to the verb in a sentence. Okay? Now once we decide once we know the karakam, that is it a location or is it an instrument and so on, then we apply a certain affix to the base word, and that affix is one of these vibhaktis that is defined here. So if it is a locative karakam, in Sanskritam we call a different karakam. Karakam also have names in Sanskritam. So we have Vishaya Saptami and so on. Okay? Or Adhikarana, especially for where the action is taking place. In Sanskritam, that karakam is called Adhikarana, where the action in what location is taking place. Then when we say Adhikaranam, then what happens is, then grammar defines, if it is Adhikarana karakam, then apply Saptami. Okay? And then if it is instrumental, for example, then we call Karana. Karana, just Karana Karaka. So there, Karana means instrument. Literally it means instrument. Karana Karaka means instrument. So that's the equivalent name also in Sanskritam. So if it is Karana Karakam, that means somebody is playing with a ball. So in Sanskritam it translates to Aham Kandukena Kridami. So Kandukena is a Tritiya. So first the Karakam. So what is the role? It is Karana Karakam. It is an instrument. Then grammar says, in that case, apply the Tritiya or the third affix, okay? Depending on the Vachanam again. These are two balls, then apply Dvivachana, second, this one, the Dvivachana affix. If it is more than two things, then apply the plural affix of the third case. So why is it so? So why that question might be in your mind, I guess. Like, why is this differentiation? Why should we decide karakam first, right? Whether it is adhikarana or karana, or for ablative or for chaturthi, etc. We have the sampradana, apadana, so on. So suppose we say leaf is falling from the tree. What is this case in English? Is it ablative? From. Leaf is falling from the tree.
Ablative. From ablative.
Okay, ablative. So from means it is having this separation, because from the action is falling. What is falling? The leaf is falling. So leaf is going away, moving away from the tree. So there is ablative. So this in Sanskritam this is apadana, in separation. So that if the separation karakam, this is a karakam ablative. So if that is there, then apply this panchami case, fifth case. So, paranam rukshat patati. So you can say that. The question is why we should have this two-step process or understanding. First understand karakam, then apply bhakti, because vibhakti is just a case, or vibhakti is just an affix here. But karaka, where there is ablative or apadana, sampradana, or karma, which is object, and then even the subject also, and then the kartru also, then the karana, these are karakam. So it is not necessary in Sanskritam that for all these karakas or roles, the same vibhakti would be applied, same affix would be applied in all the time. In some cases, there could be a different affix which can be applied to a base word to mean a certain karaka. This is one way of seeing it. The other way is in different circumstances, not only in for karaka, but in different circumstances, the same vibhakti can be applied also. Okay? For example, let's say tritiya vibhakti is there, where we say with in English. So I'm playing with the ball. So there it is instrument because I'm playing with the ball, and then in case of Sanskritam it is a karana karakam. Then we apply the tritiya vibhakti, third case, or third case affix. But we can also say in this case, suppose I'm going somewhere with my friend. I'm going home with my friend. So there, with a friend, I'm not sure about English, but in Sanskritam it is not a karana. It is not an instrument. The friend is not an instrument. I'm doing the action of going to home. For that, I'm not using my friend as an instrument. So it's not instrumental karakam or karana karakam here. Friend is not a karana karakam. So there, in that case also, we apply the tritiya case, third case affix to friend. Friend, let's say we use the word mitram in this case. So we'll say mitrena. So we'll say mitrena. Aham graham mitrena saha gacchami. Or that saha is optional. Aham graham mitrena gacchami. In this case, mitrena, though it gets the third case affix, that is tritiya vibhakti, same affix, just like kandukena is like I'm playing with the ball. Here also the same affix, same tritiya vibhakti, mitrena, but it is karakam is different. It's not instrumental case. So because of this, there is a separation here. Vibhakti is just numbered here, one, first, second, third, etc. Just an affix to be added to the base word, noun, base noun. And karakam is the actual role played by the word in a sentence with respect to the action. So we talked about atra, tatra, sarvatra, kutra last time. So these are, just to remind you, these are all avyayam. So the atra, tatra, anyatra, sarvatra, kutra, these are avyayam words. Avyayam, I mentioned last time that avyaya words are fixed form words. Fixed form words means what? They do not have the vibhakti variations like this. Because atra means here. There is no pratama, titiya, etc. So it's just a fixed form. There is no atra, 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 atram, atra, atra, like nothing like that. So there's just a fixed form. Okay, so chakrika, paranam. Okay, yes, okay. This was one of the things. Looking at the picture, you can complete this asti, nasti, anyatra, atra. Okay, so I think the simple. शिक्षकः अत्र अस्ति लेखनी लेखनी we don't see लेखनी, we can see लेखनी अन्यत्र अस्ति, लेखनी अत्र अस्ति. Okay, वृक्ष अन्यत्र अत्र given here. आसन्दः, आसन्दः means chair, अत्र अस्ति. So okay, these are simple ones. Any question by anyone here on this page? Any thoughts? So bahuvachana pullingam namapadani, there are some sentences here. Previously we looked at singular. एषः कः, एषः बालकः. Same thing, if we convert that to plural, if you want to use it, there are more than two boys. Then we have ete ke. Eshah, the plural form of eshah is ete, plural in bahuvachanam. And then plural form of kah is ke. So these are, again, you can look at the vibhakti tables just to find out these bahuvachana form or dvivachana form of those words. Eshaha means this, that is what we have studied before. Kaha means who in pullinga, masculine. The same, keeping the same pullinga, linga same here. If you want to use it in plural, then we have eshaha changing to ete, kaha changing to ke. So looking at the picture here, this example, we have eshaha balakaha. So eshaha in the plural changes to ete, and we have balakaha, ete balakaha. Same thing with sahakaha, saha ashwaha, and then teke, te ashwaha. So note that here the lingam is, lingam refers to the word, not the physiological or biological gender of the thing, referred by that word. So ashwaha, so ashwaha, not necessarily, it might, but the gender might be same as the biological, physiological gender, but not necessarily same. then एषः गः कः एषः गजः एते के एते गजाः सः कः सः मार्जारः ते के ते मार्जाराः nothing difficult there. So we have esha simha ete simha. There are examples here. So these are also simple words which have been seen previously. The only thing we have to put the bahuvachana rupam. Rupam means form. Bahuvachana rupam here. Bahuvachana form should be added here. Eshe esha simha ete simhaः esha purusha ete purushaः vyaghraः parvataः etc. here. So this is just for exercise here. Chhatrah, mrugah, vanarah, vaidyah, vaidyah, ghatah, ghatah. Any question here?
These affix, are they going to remain same?
Yeah, ete is the question. Ete going to remain same?
No, for the nouns or other word. If you can go to the table, will it be same in all tables?
This one?
Yes.
Yeah. So that Esha is a separate word. Simha is referred separate word. Esha means this. Ete means these. So as long as the other word, the simha, purusha, is going to be singular, then esha will remain for all of them. Similarly, the other word here in the plural, if it is pullinga, singular, pullinga plural, then ete will remain same for all the words, ete. So if you look at the tables here, as long as it is a pullinga, okay, this is pullinga, right? If it is a bahuvachanam, we are using a bahuvachanam word, ramaha, so then ete will remain same. Ete ramaha means these ramas, multiple ramas. If it is a balaka, then the bahuvachana form of that will be balakaha. So that will ete balakaha, these boys. Then if you look at...
Yeah, my question was, maybe I want to clarify. This Ramaha, aha, as is an affix or suffix that we use, is going to remain same for Pratama Bahuvachana Vibhakti in for husband.
Husband, eh?
Yes.
Okay. The other word, okay. Let me explain. Yes, no. Let me explain. So if you look like here, okay, this looks like Ramaha, and this looks like Harayaha. Okay? Hari means, what is Hari? Hari meaning?
Vishnu.
Vishnu, name of a person. It also has many other meanings, like Hari also means Kapi, that is monkey. Hari also means lion. Hari also means other, Indra, and so on. So anyway, so this here you see Hari, Harayaha, which doesn't look like Ramaha. Right? Visarga is there, but somehow it's not like, here it is aha, base word is and here base word is Hari, which is ending in E, and the ending is looking like, for Bahuvachana, Prathama, Vibhakti, it's looking like something different. Ayaha. It's not, aha is not there. The same thing you can check for other words also. You can say here, there are two forms here actually, but let's take this one, Patayaha. And if you look here, Sakhayaha. So here, Guravaha. If you look at Ru, Datara. So Datara. Pitru, Pitara, so on. And there is also, say, Halanta Pullinga. Halanta means which are ending in the base word ending in al. Al means consonant, Venjanam. So if here like Jalamuk, Jalamuch is the base word, here it is Jalamuchaha, which sounds like Rama, but this is a Bahuvachana, it's not Aha, not Jalamuchaha, Jalamuchaha. Similarly, Vanik, Vanijaha, we have so on. Okay? Raj, Rajaha, Raj, Rajo, Rajaha. So Patitavat, you see Patitavantaha, Yuva, Yuvan, Yuvanaha. Anyways, so the thing is, each one, depending on its form, may not sound like Ramaha all the time. Okay? It may not sound like Ramaha. Though the case and the Vachanam, Prathama Vibhakti and Bahuvachanam, Vachanam is same, Prathama Vibhakti is same, but different words might sounding at the end could be different, even though it is a Pullinga. Same thing applies to Strilinga also. If you look at Rama, etc., the Bahuvachana sounds Ramaha, some other Strilinga word, Bahuvachana, Prathama could be sounding different, and so on. So why is this? Is the affix same? Yes, in grammar, the affix which are defined in the grammar, by grammar I mean I'm referring to Ashtadhyayi of Panini. There, the suffix which are defined for each of these cells or the positions here, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana, Prathama Vibhakti Dvivachana, Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachana is same. For example, I'll just give an example here. So, for example, Rama, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana, there it defined as Su. Okay? Sun, actually Sun. Sun is the affix defined in the Ashtadhyayi for Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana. So, how is this Visarga coming here? So, there is a Rama is the base word. How is the Visarga coming here? So, there the Ashtadhyayi defines the process of derivation. That is the main job or the science of Vyakaranam, grammar. So, grammar, the work is or the job is to define the derivation of the words grammatically, not etymologically, okay? Grammatically. So take the base word and how is this Rama word derived in the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam? How is the Rama word derived in the Dvivachana form? How is the Rama word is derived in the Bahuvachana form? So these steps are defined in the Ashtadhyayi grammar, which is the currently used grammar, grammatical structure for the Sanskritam language. Okay, so these affixes are same for any word actually in as per Ashtadhyayi. So whether you take Pullinga, Strilinga, Napumsakalinga, whether it is ending in vowel or whether it is ending in consonant, whether it is a Sarvanama, for everything, even if you take that this one. Sarvanama, where it, let's take this one, Esha, Etau, Ete, Esha, Etat. So these are nowhere, in case of Etat, Nesha, there is no Visarga. And in Bahuvachana, there is no Ete, right, here. In Bahuvachana Pullinga, Etat, we are using Ete, right? Ete Vrukshaha, Ete Parvataha, Ete Kandukaha. We are not using we are using Ete, but it's totally different from what we see in the Rama Shabda, Ramaha. Okay? But the affix, original affix defined by Ashtadhyayi for this position, Prathama, first case Bahuvachana, is same. It defines it as just. Okay? It defines it as just for this position, Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachana. So then in in Ashtadhyayi itself, we using the Ashtadhyayi sutras, so what can be done is we can start with this, the base noun word, which is etad, and then add this jas, and then go through certain steps, certain process, prakriya. It's called prakriya, means process or steps, and to finally arrive at this form. So for different pullinga word ending in vowel, the process will be different, so that we arrive at the first step will be same. No? So it is like Rama plus jas. Okay? So then the steps will be different, and finally we arrive at Ramaha. Okay? So here the base word is etad, and then we add jas, and the steps will be different to arrive at the form ete. If you want to study Ashtadhyayi Vyakaranam, then these steps and the sutras of Ashtadhyayi become important. If you want to become or study Ashtadhyayi or become expert in that, get knowledge of the processes, sutras used to arrive at the final form, then you have to study the sutras and the Ashtadhyayi and the Vyakaranam in detail. Then it becomes important. But for now, it is enough for us to know that the original or first step affixes which are defined for each of the positions is same, irrespective of the linga, vachana, not irrespective of the linga or the ending of the base word, it is same. But for what matters to us for usage in the language is the actual word, final word. Vyakarana will define the process to how to arrive at this form, starting with the base word and starting with the original case affixes. But for our usage in the language, we are going to focus on this. Ete. So if it is a pullinga bhavachanam, then we are going to use this ete. Ete. So that can be used with any combination of any of the pullinga bhavachana word in the first case. Okay? Depending on the case, the word will be different. But if you look at pullinga, say hari, pullinga pullinga prathama vibhakti bahuvachana, which is harayaha. So here we are going to say ete harayaha. Okay? So ete will remain same because the word, this is an adjective actually, because these, right? Adjective. So what it is qualifying? It is qualifying a pullinga bahuvachana word. So this also should be in pullinga bahuvachana, and the form for pullinga bahuvachana of etad is ete. So we use ete harayaha. Similarly, ete kapayaha, ete guravaha, ete pitaraha. For example, if you take pitru, fathers, so you say ete pitaraha, these fathers. Ete dataraha, dataraha, ete dataraha, these givers, donators. So if you take even come to halanta shabdas also, so you can also use the same ete here. Ete jalamuchaha, that means these clouds.
I have one question. Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for this combination, when we are combining the words, two different words to one, so is it in the Vyakaran, so we are referring to the Sandhi of the Vyakaran portion or other?
Sandhi?
Sandhi, yeah.
Sandhi. So suppose if you are looking at this sentences here, no, there is no sandhi.
No. When you are composing the words that you are initially referring, that you make a plus of combining the two words.
Ha, ha. Uh-huh. Yeah, in the process, like for example, etad plus just, let's say. No, there is no sun. Immediately there is no sandhi happening. No. Immediately there is no sandhi happening because the first process, as per the Ashtadhyayi Sutra, should happen. During the process, the sandhi might happen in between. So right now, in the first step, there is no sandhi.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at where we need to, if we look into the grammar, the Vyakaran, where we need to look into it. Okay, yeah, fine, thank you.
Yeah. So, for example, let's if you take Rama Shabda, so there, so finally we are having this Rama, right? So Rama plus just. This is the first step. It starts. Then it goes through certain processes, and then finally we have this. At some step, we have this Rama plus we have this aha. Okay, it comes like this. That's it. Then here there will be sandhi. The next will be sandhi because at the end of Rama we have a, and here also we have a. So together it becomes a. Okay? That is a sandhi. So then finally we get Rama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here are some examples which are other words. Anya padani means other words. Which these examples, previous examples on this page or this page, they are all the base word ending in a, right? Simha, Purusha, and Bahuvachana form is Simha, Purusha, etc. The next page, there is just give an example here. Take some other words like Hari. If you take Hari, like Hari or Kavi, the Bahuvachana form will be Harayaha, Kavayaha. You already saw that on the table there. Pita, the base word is Pitru. Bahuvachana form is Pitaraha. Guru, we have Guravaha. Bhavan, that Bahuvachana form of Bhavan is Bhavantaha. Chhatra is simple akaranta like Rama, Chhatraha. So Bhavan, Bhavantaha. So that is the word to note here. Plural form of Bhavan is Bhavantaha. So Bhavan, the base word is Bhavat. Is there a Bhavat Shabda here? Yeah, but you can take it as Patitavat. Okay. Something like this. Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantaha. Similar form. If you want to look at all the forms, you follow the same pattern. Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantaha. Bhavantam, Bhavantau, Bhavatah. Bhavata, Bhavadbhyam, Bhavadbhihi. Bhavate, Bhavadbhyam, Bhavadbhyah. Bhavatah, Bhavadbhyam, Bhavadbhyah. Bhavatah, Bhavatoho, Bhavatam. Bhavati, Bhavatoho, Bhavatsu. We already know what the meaning of Bhavan or Bhavat is. Bhavan means you. In Pullinga, if the other person is Pullinga or other thing is Pullinga, then we use Bhavan. Say you. But there is another word for you also if you are interested, which is Bhavat is here. Bhavati. Bhavan, Bhavanto. All the three lingas. And for you, we can also use Tvam. Tvam, if you use base word is yushmad, it takes these forms, tvam, etc. So this does all the three lingas, pullinga, strilinga, napumsakalinga, it is the same, tvam, you. Similarly, for I it is aham. There is no linga for this. It is the same form for any linga, whether a male is saying or female is saying or an apumsakalinga thing is saying that I, it will be I, aham, this form only. Okay. Some again exercises here. Esha muni munaya agnihi agneha vahnihi vahnayah sarathi sarathe etc. Here jalati sadhu ukara ending ukara sadhu sadhavah venu venavah. I mean esha remains same here. Ete saha remains te for all these pullinga words. Data datarah neta netarah parashuh parasha vah and then karta kartarah. There is a small difference here just to highlight that you might miss that. Pitru, if you look at the masculine words here, pullinga also, you see there are two words different listed here, which ending in ru only. Okay. Ru is a swara, it's not a vowel. It's a swara. Vowel. Sorry, it's a vowel, not a vyanjanam. Ru. So, but there are two different words listed here, Dhatru, Pitru, ending in same ru, because there is a slight difference in some of their vibhakti forms. So if you look at Dhatru, so here you see Dhataraha, right? Dhataraha, Dhataro, Dhataro. Whereas if you look at Pitru, Pitru, so here you see Pitarau, not Pitaro, not Pitaraha. Whereas it's all Dhataraha, Dhataro, Dhataraha. Here it is Pitarau, Pitaraha. Otherwise, other forms are same. There is no difference, but just this part, Data, Pratama, Ditiya, and Sambodhanam, Data, Datarau, Dataraha, Pita, Pitarau, Pitaraha. Keep that in mind while you are looking at these words. So here, Data, Neta, Karta, all these words, the form will be like Dhatru, not Pitru. So this will be Neta, Netaraha, Karta, Kartaraha, not Kartaraha, Kartaraha for Bahuvachanam. Hopefully, if you have any questions or want to know, if you don't know any of these meanings, let me please ask and explain. Vahni means also Agni, Agni, Vahni, fire. Sarathi, driver, charioteer. Atithi, guest. Jaladhi, usually ocean or sea. Sadhu, Sadhu. Sadhu is a saint. Venu. What is Venu?
Flute.
Flute. Bandhu, relative. Jantuhu, animal. Pashuhu, also animal. Parashuhu, it's a X, AXE. Data, giver. Neta, leader. Karta, Karta, doer. Saha Karta, doer. Doer or something. Same thing we have Bahuvachanam, Strilinga, Namapadani. Similar examples. Esha ka, Esha balika. If you put it in plural, Esha, plural of that is Etaha. Plural of ka is Kaha. Plural of balika is Balikaha. Esha balika. Sa ka, sa, taha kaha. Sa pipilika, taha pipilika. Esha ka, Esha kunchika, Etaha kunchika. So, similar thing applies here. If you take any Strilinga word, the base word to that same affixes originally they are applied as they were applied to pullinga, but the process of derivation of the final word will differ based on the what base noun word it is in the Vyakarana, and then finally it comes into this form. Rama, Rame, Ramaha. There are many Akaranta Strilinga words are there, like Rama. What are the other Akaranta words? You know, like Rama. These are very common, right? Akaranta Strilinga words. Akaranta Strilinga words. Do you remember any of them? Do you know any other name which is ending in A, like Rama, Sita,
Gita.
Gita,
Shastra,
another, yeah, Lata,
Shastra,
and then Sharkara, sugar. Then Strilinga words ending in Mati, etc. So Mati, Gati, Shakti. Then we have Nadi also. Dirgha Ikaranta, these are also common. Nadi, Parvati, Saraswati, Lakshmi. So these Nadi, Lakshmi and Sri, Stri. So these are all base words ending in Dirgha only, but some of the forms in some Vibhakti Vachana is slightly different. If you look at Nadi, Nadya, Nadyaha, and Lakshmi, the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana is like this. It has a Visarga. Lakshmi. The Nadi doesn't have Visarga. That is the difference. Otherwise, other things remain same. Sri has some differences here. Sri, Shriya, Shriyaha, whereas Nadi has Nadi, Nadyau, Nadyaha, yeah, Shriyaha. So there's some differences. Sri, Shriya, Shriya, there are some differences somewhere. So, but Bahuvachana, Etaha remains same because Etaha is a different word. So, and that is in the Strilinga Bahuvachana form. So, Etaha, if in this case, Etaha, Striyaha, Etaha, Lakshmyaha, Etaha, Nadyaha. You can use it like that. Okay. So Lekhani is another word. Some examples here: Petika, Mahila, Mala, Pathshala, Kanya, Lata, Veena, Mapika, Sankhya, Nauka. The Chakrika was also there. Then Dirgha Ikaranta ending words, Taruni, etc. Marjari. Marjari is the female cat. Taruni, young woman. And Mahishi. Mahishi is buffalo. She buffalo. The Sakhi. Sakhi. Sakhi, for Sakhi word, Sakhi. So let me show you here. Sakhi, there is a Pullinga word called Sakhi, which is ending in a Hasva Ikara, short E. This means a male friend, Sakhi. So this has its own form, like Sakha, Sakhayo, Sakhayaha. But for the three, female friend, that will be like Nadi, this like Nadi Shabda. So Nadi, Sakhi will be Sakhi, Sakhyo, Sakhyaha. The other words here, Yasha Yavatihi, this will be like Mati, Yavati Shabda, like Mati Shabda you have seen there, Mati Gati. Yuvati. Then we have Dhenuhu is also Strilinga word. Dhenuhu, Dhenavah. So if you look at this, Dhenuhu, Dhenavah, there is a Rasva Ikaranta Strilinga word, Mati, Gati, etc. But there could be also Rasva Ikaranta Pullinga words also. Hari, Hari, Hari. The forms are between the Ikaranta Pullinga and Ikaranta Strilinga, they are similar, but you can notice some difference, especially in the Ditiya Bhavachanam. So where in the Pullinga we have Harin, okay, we have Matihi. It is not Mateen, Matihi. It's the main difference here. So same thing with the Dhenuhu. You see the Ditiya Bhavachanam, Dhenuhu. Rasva Ukaranta Strilinga word. Whereas if you look at Rasva Ukaranta Pullinga word, is Gurun. Mata, Matara. So here also Rukaranta Pullinga, Strilinga words are also there. Rukaranta Pullinga, if you like Pitru, so we have Pitrun in the Dvitiya Bahochanam. And in the Strilinga, we have Matru. See, not Matrun, there is no Matrun form here, just Matru. Whereas we have Pitru form in the Rukaranta Pullinga form. Some more examples: Shrutihi, Smrutihi, Bhutihi, Stutihi. All will be, these will be like Mati Shabda. Shruti, Smriti, Bhuti, Stuti, Kriti, Kanti, Siddhi, Mati, Chanchu. Chanchu will be like Dhenu. Chanchu, Tanu, Renu, Rajju, Hanu, Swasa. Swasa will be like Matra. Though there is again some difference here. Swasru is the base word like Matru. Swasru Shabda is given here. There is some slight difference. Similar to that, we have Netru or the Datru, Data, Dataro, Dataraha. Here we have Swasa, Swasaro, Swasaraha. Whereas if you look at Matru, we have Mataro, not Mataro. Mataraha is not it. So that's the difference here. Swasa, Swasaro, Swasaraha. Mata, Mataro, Mataraha. So keep that in mind while you are using the Bahuvachana form of Swasa. Sa, Swasa. What is the Bahuvachana of Sa? What is the Bahuvachana form of Sa? Anybody?
Tau.
No. Sa, we saw that, let's see, here, Bahuvachana. Sa, Bahuvachana form is Taha in Strilingam. Taha, Dhenamaha, Taha. Any Strilinga Bahuvachana will be Taha, meaning these. These, Chanchu means beak. Sa Chanchu, that beak. Because Chanchu is Strilinga, we are using Sa. Then Bahuvachana use Taha. Taha, Chanchavaha, those beaks. Tanuhu, body. Sa Tanuhu, Taha Tanuhu, Tanavaha. Renuhu, Renu means the dust particle. So, Taha Renavaha. Rajjuhu, rope. Taha Rajjavaha. Then Hanuhu. Hanuhu is cheek. Taha Hanuhu, Hanavaha. Then Taha Swasaraha. Any question? Should be. So same thing, take 5 more minutes, and then same thing applies for Napunsaka Lingam. Etat kim? What is this? Etat is this. Kim, question word. Etat kim, what is this? Etat graham. So we have Bahuvachana form, etani kani, etani grahani. Tat kim, tat phalam. Tani kani, tani phalani. So tat changes to tani, etat changes to etani in the Napumsakalinga adjective form, and kim changes to kani in the Napumsakalingam adjective form. Then the graham, the Bahuvachana form of that graham is grahani. Phalam Bahuvachana is phalani. So again, you can use the same pattern here. If you look at the Napumsakalinga word, tani phalani. Okay. Then Napumsakalinga Bahuvachana, it is a vari, water. Tani varini, those waters. Or etani varini, these waters. So the same Bahuvachana form can be applied to any of these words. And just the book is not covering the Dvivachana form, but if you would like to use Dvivachana form, you can. So you just use the Dvivachana form of this or that. For example, here we have the based on the linga. Keep attention or pay attention to the lingam. So if it is a pullinga Dvivachana, so we use tau. So saha tau te. So tau. So if there are two boys, so we have to use tau to say those two boys. So tau, then we use the Dvivachana form of the Balaka Shabda, which is like Rama Shabda. So if it is Rama, it will be Balakau. So tau Balakau. Right? Tau Balakau. Similarly, if you want to use Strilinga form, Dvivachana, so we use te. Te, then if you use, that has to be feminine word. So it should be Rame. Te Rame means two Ramas are there. Rama is the name of person, female. Two people named Rame. Rama is te Rame. Te Rame. Then Napumsakalinga Dvivachana is also same form. Te. So if there are two fruits, then you can say te phale. So we have tat phalam, te phale, tani phalani. Tat phalam, that fruit, te phale, those two fruits, tani phalani, those many fruits, more than two. Same thing here in the Prathama Pullinga also. Saha balakaha, that boy, tau balakau, those two boys, te balakaha, those boys, more than two. Same thing is Strilinga also. If you use balika, sa balika, that balika, te balike, those two girls, and taha balikaha, those multiple girls. So those combinations, just keep attention or pay attention to the linga and vachana. That's it. Right now we are studying the prathama vibhakti or the prathama. We look at the other vibhaktis also in subsequent lessons, but right now just the prathama, use the prathama and you can practice them. So here, if you look at the tad shabda, the bahuvachana form of in the pullinga te and dvivachana form in the strilinga te and the napumsakalinga form in dvivachana te, they are same. So how do we know when we are using the word in a sentence, what linga vachana it is? So it depends on the other word, right? This is a adjective. When we using a balaka shabda, if we say balakaha, then we have to use this te balakaha. In that case, this te is a pullinga prathama vibhakti bahuvachana because the balaka is because it's te is using, we are using these boys, that is coming as an adjective to the balaka word, balakaha word. So balakaha is pullinga bahuvachana. So that's why te is also pullinga bahuvachana. So if it is coming with the te balikaha, balikaha is a strilinga dvivachana. No, balike is strilinga dvivachana. Te balike. Then there in that sentence te balike, Balike is the Strilinga Dvivachana, so they also should be Strilinga Dvivachana. So it is te phale. Phale is a Napumsakalinga Dvivachana, so they also should be Napumsakalinga Bahuvachana. Sorry, Dvivachana. So based on the word it is qualifying, so that the linga and vachana of this te is to be understood, though it looks same here. Te, te. So many of these, if you see these vibhakti forms also, like tabhyam tebhyah, tabhyam tebhyah, tabhyam tebhyah, especially tritiya, chaturthi, panchami, dvivachana and dvivachana forms are same, and chaturthi bahuvachana forms tebhyah, tebhyah same. So how do we know when we use it in a sentence? Based on the context again. Even in the Strilinga, not only in the pronouns, but even in the Strilinga Bahuvachana also, if you see Ramaha, 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 Sambodhana, Pratama Sambodhana, and Dvivachana, Ditya, Bahuvachana forms are all same. Ramabhya, Ramabhya, it is all same. Ramabhyam, 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 it is same. And Ramayaha, Ramayaha, you see here they are same. So, and here, Ramayo, Ramayo, same. So how do we know which one to use or which one is used when somebody says some sentence or when you read some sentence? It has to be based on the context there. So again, there that karakam comes is helpful. Though the vibhakti is same, the karaka or the role what the word is playing in the sentence, that helps to understand whether that is used as a shashti or a saptami affix. So the final form appears to be same. All right, any question before we stop?
A very short question. In many languages and in English particularly, there are coming or the rule that the subject is going the first, but like in Sanskrit, the subject could be in a different sentence at the beginning, at the end, etc.
Yeah. Yes, mostly that is true. That's true with any word, whether it is subject or an object or an instrument. So the order can be anything in a Sanskrit sentence. For example, when I say aham kandukena kridami, so I am playing with a ball. So there I can put kridami first, kandukena anywhere, and aham anywhere. So kandukena aham kridami, kandukena kridami aham kandukena kridami aham. It's all mean the same thing. Whereas in English it could be challenging, though sometimes it may be possible, but mostly not, though they are mostly coming with the subject first, verb at the verb, like I go home, something like that. So subject, verb, object, so those are that is the general order. But in Sanskritam mostly it's a reverse. Mostly, again, there may be some cases where that might not make sense, but in mostly that is that is true, that we can put subject, object, or any other word also anywhere in the sentence, that meaning remains same. That is because here the affix, here you see Ramaha or whatever, this that is the affix which is embedded or it is baked into in the word itself. So it is not kept separate. Like in English, when I say I play with a ball, with is a separate word. With a ball, ball is separate word, with is separate word. So that is the problem. So we can't put with anywhere and ball anywhere. So, but we can put with ball maybe together anywhere. With ball I play, which could mean could make sense, right? With ball I play. Though it may not be usually used like that. But here, that with is baked in this. With is a tritiya bhakti. So that with, that ena, you see, ena is attached. It becomes single word. So that ani is not separately put and ani is not used separately. Because it is part of the final word, that Ramena itself means with Rama. Then that Ramena can be used anywhere in the sentence, any position. Okay. Let's stop here today. Thank you.
धन्यवादः.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you all.